Well, that's the summer that we played it in the car because it was one of 3 tapes in the car.
No. I still haven't developed any sort of professionalism after 55 episodes.
I actually noticed that your tone, when I listened to some of the podcasts, it sounded like you're less condescending.
Please say we're recording already.
Oh, that's funny.
See, now I would have put it that it seems like he's gotten more confident
I appreciate
in what he's
that.
doing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I thought it was, well, I guess I could have said, yeah, it was professional. It sounded professional.
Yeah.
It's
He's
weird.
just, yeah, you can just hear every little
He eventually just gets
Oh my
bored
god,
with
what
us
a
and
horrible
passes
album
out.
cover. Sweet Jesus. I know nothing about this. I've never heard.
Was that the music?
I have the literal album, if you'd like to look at it.
Wait,
Were there any hits off this?
that's life.
All of it's really
Wasn't-
super awesome. If you ask my little brother when he's
Was it
10
That's
years
Life
old.
that had the crazy music video or something?
Hey, did
Is
it
that this
have a
album?
video?
I think that's this album.
Were they in a supermarket or something?
That's California Girls.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's the album before this one.
I thought maybe I was confusing with Jane's Addiction or something.
Welcome to the show. We're wasting our one and only episode with Clint on David Lee Roth.
You're doing David Lee
is-
Roth?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is... Introduce yourself.
My name is Clint Pilcher. I'm a tax accountant in Phoenix, Arizona.
There's a secret reason you're here is to have a tax off with Chris.
That would be
Battle of the Accountants.
Okay.
The show is just versus series now.
yeah, that would be a quick game because
I'm not sure how that works.
Ooh,
My-
cocky.
my expertise is in nonprofits and other entities that don't get taxed.
Oh, you know, I do have some experience with nonprofits, so maybe...
Where's
we
my
could have
air
a go
horn?
at it.
It's already getting off track.
If you want to
That's
talk
all your
audits,
fault.
I'm your man.
Yeah, I used to do all these.
If you want to talk
Nice.
Vape.
the nitty gritty of the
what I'm
restaurant
missing.
industry, the vape is right here.
Oh yeah, this is
I used to write numbers
secret
down in
sauce.
that thing they gave you for checkbooks.
Yeah.
That's as close as I got to accounting.
Do you want some NyQuil as well? Like,
yes.
Oh, there's a hole in that now. Good job, buddy.
Um.
That lasted a while.
So happy Thanksgiving. I guess this album has "eat" in the title. I know he's not talking about turkey, but
It's probably turkey.
It could totally be turkey.
roast beef for Thanksgiving.
We're having roast pork.
Yeah, we're having pork.
Ziggy, have you forgotten what
You
cigarettes
missed my
look like?
joke. My sex joke.
Now it's hilarious.
I know nothing about this album, but this is like our 6th. We've done
We like the David Lee Roth and the Van Halen.
We've done one solo Sammy Hagar. We've done three Van Hagars. 2 Van Hagars and 1
They're just
Roth
so
Halen.
bad, it's funny.
So this is our 5th. This is our 5th
Of the Van
one
Halen
from,
family?
from the Halen universe, the
yeah.
Halen shared universe. So it's, by the time the podcast's in, we'll see who will have more, the Genesis family or the Van Halen family.
that's how he gets his confidence.
What about the? But then there's the police family as well.
all the snorting.
Yeah.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing.
To quit snorting vape.
So you're the Rothmaster here. What are we in for? What is this?
He is a taskmaster when he makes albums. I know that. So it's going to 100% be exactly what he wanted it to be. So you're literally hearing
Damn it!
his vision.
1986.
You mean
Boom.
So like 90% of
Oh,
our
right,
episodes
that's like
are from
all of our
1986 for some reason. For some reason, it's like the epicenter of music.
I mean,
swear,
good
like
shit.
35% of our episodes are 1986.
The Wham album was 86.
Anyway, you're saying. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that was about
Why
it.
does he look like a
That was
jack?
done, really.
Is there a tribal theme to this? Is this him exploring?
No, it
his...
has nothing to do with anything.
He's
He kinda-
insane.
He just
Was it a roundabout way of
It
saying
is.
he's hard to get along with? And you said he's a taskmaster?
I believe that's why they didn't like him in Van Halen. Pretty much.
It's hot in here.
It is hot in here.
Oh yeah, have you ever had one of these? It tastes like It tastes like
These
Where's
are all
all
the
this
tools
coming
of the
from?
trade.
It
Did
tastes
you
like
bring
if you-
this with you?
Yes.
No, they stay here. This
We have
is
circus peanuts,
Do you
too.
have cough drops?
this
as
whole
well?
area is full of like this is just the podcast area.
Some Ricola cough drops.
Yeah,
with
like,
this
this is-
center.
No, it's the
These are-
special
these
ones.
are like artifacts from previous episodes. It's like,
Do you
it's
know
like a
him?
clue hunt table.
Do you actually? Have you ever met
Don't-
Brett?
don't.
Because I would like to point out that he likes to bring over things like menthol drops and circus peanuts, and then he gets mad because nobody wants one with him, and he'll make drinks out of them.
Oh, was that
Right, have you even made yourself a drink yet? Because these are just waiting for you.
If you're going to try to melt one.
Maybe sometimes I just go
Like,
along
you
with
already
whatever he
said you don't
says.
like
I'm just
them.
like, sure.
Okay, back
Yeah,
on
you
top.
don't
What's
like
the
it.
deal with every song has something in parentheses in Spanish? What is
Told you.
what is this?
What?
Is this a concept album or something? What,
That's not what it looks like
or
on
is
the
it
album.
just? Is it
I
just?
think they just did it on
okay,
here.
so it's for like the Spanish audiences.
He was starting a new fad
Can we
of
turn this so I can see
presenting-
what
No, don't touch it.
representing two languages, for Spanish-speaking friends.
Yeah, like Peter Gabriel did a couple of his albums in German.
Is this the Spanish
which we
version or
recorded.
something?
Really?
That would totally be like his entire album in Spanish,
We
though.
Yeah, we gotta do that one time.
Crazy Peter.
Alright.
He did his third one in German, where he re-recorded the vocals in German.
That's like.
So you're still not going to like
does
them,
it
even
sound
if they're coming
completely
right out of the
different
bag.
than English?
You don't like
I
it?
don't know,
Does it
but
sound evil?
like I know
You
some
can eat that
people
one?
who have
Go
done
for it.
it in French, but it's like pretty rare when you get somebody doing German for some reason. All right, on with the.
This was basically his answer to 5150.
Oh, good.
Like, that came out at the same time.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, it would have been perfect if this came out at the same time as OU812. Quality
That was
album.
their answer to this album.
Oh, there's a conversation going.
You almost get it.
Do we get to re-experience this great album that we're talking about tonight?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not re-experienced. I've never listened to it, and this is fresh for me. Here we
Are you
go.
supposed to say that? Are we live?
Yeah, we are live.
I've been recording
So,
since you got to my house.
I just don't even know how to have a conversation with
Oh,
him
yeah.
anymore if we're not being recorded.
Yeah.
It's just awkward.
He has a white microphone and a
That's
black
how it started.
microphone, so you
No.
never know. He's just recording you right here all the time.
The
So she's not paying
FBI.
attention.
I'm really enjoying watching Ziggy attempt to
Yeah.
eat this circus peanut. He's
Just
disgusted
so you
by
know-
it and he can't stop trying.
Well, he wouldn't eat one last time.
What the hell
No,
are
he
those?
took one and
Circus peanut.
Oh
I
my
guess I
god.
just looked
He
at
keeps
it.
picking it up and putting it down.
Flavored
Trying to eat
packing
it.
peanuts. I got them for the Halloween episode.
Banana packing peanuts.
Where there's
But they're,
original
they're called circus peanuts.
I got old people candy at the Dollar General.
I'm not sure if I'm gullible or clueless. I don't really know.
Well,
what's
you
going
live
You
in
should try one.
Arizona. I
I
don't
mean,
know
these
what
are a
they
little dried out, but the flavor is probably intact.
No,
They
I can
probably have a
tell
different
they
name
don't.
for it.
All you need to know is we do stupid things for the podcast.
Sounds so.
Look at
That's why
Ziggy.
Ziggy gets excited. He's like, oh, that's my favorite sound.
Yeah, he
Want some
loves
headphones?
He loves a plastic package being crinkled.
He winked
Like,
at you.
oh, that's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be something good. He thinks it's gonna like
It's his
eventually.
superpower.
Eventually, a delicious
Some-
circus peanut's gonna come out of there.
It sounds
Not these
a lot
shitty
more
ones Mom
delicious.
keeps giving me.
All right, we're going.
All right, yes.
Oh, and
Eat 'em and
just so
smile.
you know, I edit the crap out of this podcast. You don't have to worry about filling air or being interesting. Just
I'm not.
okay. Just- son of a biscuit! I do this every time.
I never worry about being interesting.
You're gonna bleep.
Just
You're
figure I
gonna
get
bleep
all
me
in.
if I curse, aren't you?
Yeah, I need to get a bleep instead of just silence, because bleeps are inherently more funny for some reason. All right, here's.
Do you guys have
Because
like
everything-
an Alexa Echo speaker?
Ziggy,
Ziggy.
no.
We have a Sonos.
Oh,
Zig, get down.
There's
Yankee
so like two of them are
Rose.
Alexas.
oh, okay.
So like
So-
the one in the kitchen has an Alexa.
Do you ever try to get her to curse?
No.
I try. I can't get her to curse. I've gotten Google to curse. I can't remember how it was, but I even named my Roomba I'm not going to say the word, but and Alexa bleeps it out when she says it. When she repeats it back.
Oh, that's awesome.
I hate this already.
You've heard this song. This was one of many hit songs.
This was like the biggest hit of the year in 1986.
Rip.
It was the entire summer of 1986 or 85 or 86. I don't remember.
It's his
which year.
love letter to America, man.
86 sounds right. No, I mean, I'm trying to think of when it came out as opposed to... And it's like, nope, it came out and it was everywhere all summer.
Tobacco.
We've kind of been building this album up for a long time, so this is anticlimactic. He's yelling a lot.
Well, it's no Talking Heads without David Byrne, but, you know.
Songs like wander. Like, that's the way most of David Lee Roth's songs are. They just...
Well, he's better when it's like...
Siggy.
When it's more of a freewheeling type of skibbity bop. That's how I just describe everything he does, is like nimble cocaine skibbity bopping.
Right.
And this is a little too forward chugging. This is verging into Hagar's lane.
I would give him... This is how I would put it, if I'm being critical. Everything is thought of in, how do I do this live? If you listen to it, everything's really easily translatable to a live performance.
I hate when people do that. Just blow your wad in the studio. Ew, look at those ears.
I saw this concert. It was amazing.
I'm jealous. Did he have the
It
makeup
had
on?
all the lights. It had all the special effects. He was the first one to have a rig where he swung out over everybody. He had a thing where he popped up in the middle of the place and did a couple of songs. It was just like he put it was the circus starring David Lee Roth. It was just like...
Was he suspended from his junk by like a banana hammock?
At one point, yes. There was a time when he was dancing around on a giant microphone.
Oh God, like Miley Cyrus in the Wrecking Ball video.
Where do you think she got it? Somebody had to do it first. It's not like Miley Cyrus came up with it. He also had the spandex pants with the little palm trees on them. I thought that was hilarious.
I think David Lee Roth might be the first man I ever saw in spandex tights.
Mm-hmm. Somebody from Wham had to have done it.
No, that would have been too gay.
That would have been later anyway.
Have you ever seen the band Jackal live?
Not live, no.
They played around here a couple years ago in Peoria.
But I have hung out in bars where it gets played constantly.
Yeah. It's Dirty little mind! I went to see Aerosmith and they opened for Aerosmith.
Mm.
It was like what was it? The Chainsaw song?
You're shy boy.
Yeah.
Timido.
And I could have sworn I was really young at the time. Pretty sure the guy was naked playing the chainsaw on stage.
Sure.
So how come?
But that's another band that everything that they put on an album, they were thinking about what it was going to be like on stage.
It was just the lyrics were bad.
I think about the time you said Aerosmith, and I saw Ted Nugent open for them in the 80s, like one of my first concerts I ever went to, and he talks all the time about how he's never drank and never done anything, and I'm like, okay, but I saw you drinking out of a fifth of Jack Daniels on the stage at the concert I was at, so I'm not really sure. So were you pretending and you're just a little bitch?
What's he doing?
He's cleaning his palm.
Oh, I thought he was trying to eat my Jack.
I don't drink, I don't do drugs.
I'm keeping an eye
And yet, there I was, an impressionable teenager watching you do both of those things, or at least pretend to. And if you're pretending, you little bitch.
All right, this has got to be Alex Van Halen. I'm gonna look it up here. This we've got two. It's either somebody doing a really good kick pedal imitation of Alex Van Halen, or it's actually him.
It's Shy Boy.
Also, why did the first song not have a Spanish caption?
Because it's Yankee Rose. What do you think the...
El Yankee El Rose.
Yankee Rose.
Daddy Yankee.
What's the Spanish translation of Yankee Rose?
I don't know. Let's go to Google Translate.
Yankee Rose.
What was it called? Yankee Rose. Into Spanish, it's just Yankee Rose. Yankee Rose.
Yankee Rose.
Yankee Rose.
Can I get it? What? I totally called it.
Can we practice our R's?
Wait,
I know enough.
Yankee Rose.
There's no.
I just want somebody to admit.
Rose
I
is just
knew
Rose?
immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it would be Yankee Rosa.
Why did it not get that right?
Rosa.
Well, what if you put in just Yankee? What does it come up with? Maybe that'll be different.
Great, we're gonna get sued by Google.
Yankee. Oh, it's
That's
just
my voice!
it's spelled differently, but it's pronounced the same.
Yanqui.
Yeah.
Yankee Rosa.
All right, I kind of like this song. Whenever this is hit, this sweet guitar solo.
Yeah, it's actually
Stevie Vai,
it's memorable.
the third greatest guitarist of the 80s.
El temido.
Sorry, I heard somebody say that one time. That's somebody else's joke, but
Did you want me to get my phone so I can
I
look
forgot we
this crap up?
can cheat. I forgot I have a research tool in my pocket here.
somebody made the joke one time that it's like you can always just refer to whatever guitarist as the third greatest guitarist of the 80s and nobody will argue with you.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say who's the first and second, but do I really care?
Yeah.
Nope, it's Greg Bissonette doing a really good Alex Van Halen impersonation.
Yeah, the only person of note on here was Stevie Vai and maybe the bass player at the time. They acted like he was a big deal, Billy Sheehan. And I never saw him show up for anything like band-wise ever again.
Oh, no.
I think it was mostly a session guy.
Well, this is where he's indulging his whole vaudeville thing.
performer.
I'm a crooner.
Eddie wouldn't let me do
Come on
this.
down.
Now I get to do whatever I want.
Oh, he did it all the time. What are you talking about?
I searched for third greatest guitarist of the 80s on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
And it gave me Adam Jones of Tool.
No, that's not the 80s.
And it says it's-
That's not the 80s.
And it says that he was the 75th greatest guitarist of all time, even though it was nothing like what I searched for. But
And I was just thinking rock. So,
yeah.
out of everybody, I'm sure there's other people I've never heard
I gotta
of.
see what Google says about it.
That's funny. I'm sure there's a lot of genres of music that you could say, yeah, he's great. You take off your pants.
In case you didn't know, the song is I'm Easy, Soy Facile. Oh god, I hate this bebopper crap.
There is actually a top 10
This
hard
is like a
rock
whole
and
Stray
metal
Cats thing.
guitarists of the 80s.
This is rockabilly.
Yeah, I don't know what his
Yeah.
problem is. He doesn't
He's-
like anything
like
that
anything
doesn't
fun.
make him melancholy.
Yeah.
Don't
He
make
needs fun.
don't make me bring Morrissey back.
I mean, again, I feel like I have to point out, it's no Talking Heads without David Byrne, but
Joe Satriani.
Steve Vai is on this.
Does that sound like anyone?
Steve Vai, that's what I told you, the third greatest
Yes.
guitarist of the
Even
80s.
I know that name.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
What?
Joe Satriani.
What'd you say?
Joe Satriani, he's considered the best.
One of the top 5.
But I always like never understood, why is Joe Satriani so great if he's never on the radio?
He's in the top 500 greatest guitarists.
Eddie
of all
Van
time.
Halen, number 1.
Eddie Van Halen was the one that
Of the 80s? Yeah.
everybody that doesn't like Eddie Van Halen likes to shit on him because they're like, he didn't invent that. And I'm like, he didn't invent it, but he made it famous. It's like, nobody gave a shit until he figured out how to do it.
Here's
Just saying.
Ladies' Night in Buffalo?
And Steve Vai is
for some
like,
reason.
his biggest claim to fame was he took over for Vivian Campbell on Whitesnake, of all things. I know this because I don't know why I know this, but after he was on this tour, he didn't want to play with. I think he did
This is
2
the
albums
taking it down
with
a
David
notch.
Lee Roth,
Yeah.
and then he quit because David Lee Roth was hard to work for because he's a perfectionist and he wants everything the way he wants it.
He's a perfectionist, I can tell.
And then, so he goes
This
and takes
particular
over.
song might not be his best.
This better be super mediocre. More mediocre.
Right. Anyway, I think it's really funny. It's like a soap opera how all these lead guitarists, like, they all do this merry-go-round switch of bands till it gets back around to, like,
Crash.
whatever. And I'm just like... So I was like a teenager going, wait a minute, who's on this album? You know, it's like, the only one that didn't...
Do you ever get an old-fashioned handy to this song?
I don't know, Chris. Did I?
Not recently. I mean, at the time.
I didn't know you in '86. You're on your own.
Noche de Ronda.
I was listening to this all the time. I'm sure a lot of things happened while I was listening to Ladies Night in Buffalo.
I think I'm hearing a yes.
I usually skip this song, but
So
Yeah, this is too mellow for his taste.
So apparently there's no Spanish word for buffalo. It's just el ciudad.
Noche de
La
Ronda
ciudad.
and
That's city.
Ciudad.
I know, but shouldn't it be Noche de Ronda in la ciudad Buffalo?
The Spanish network.
you gotta break it down for A majors.
I can only do Spanish if I'm reading it like a Spanish class like audio tape instructional thing like sus pantalones es muy guapo.
You need to speed it up a little bit.
El Gordo.
Wow, this album already broke me.
Oh, please. This is not broken bread. I've seen broken bread.
This
This is, and you, sir, are not broken bread.
Well, I'm hungover, so I have a
Elephant
head
gun?
start.
What?
There's a song called Elephant Gun.
Yeah!
Guess so. Here's Going Crazy, Loco
yeah.
del Calor.
So good.
I'm going crazy.
Yeah, the last song ended because it wasn't recording, so there's going to be 2 minutes of the podcast missing.
Damn it.
That's alright. We had a moment, so we're good. It doesn't have to be committed to memory.
So he went solo. So he went solo and just wanted to sound just like Van Halen still, without the technical prowess,
what
but
happened
the
was,
same general sound.
After 1984, they fired David Lee Roth, and in retaliation, he made an album that sold more copies than the album they put out without him. That was his goal, and he did that one time. But then Van Halen went on to be, over the course of time, more successful because David Lee Roth continued to
Because Van
I mean,
Halen,
I don't know the numbers for sure, but his got less and less as the 80s went on.
Sammy knew
And by
how
the
to
90s, he
rope
was
in the
irrelevant.
bitches.
And somehow they get Sammy Hagar and people like that, and okay.
I don't know who liked that. I still don't know.
There was something.
I'm trying to
He
find.
sings about aliens and being
looking for
abducted, and
openings. I'm trying to find any production differences at all. Like the synthesizers are slightly different, and there's not as much of that like empty thud of the Van Halen snare sound. Like it's slightly different, but
yeah.
otherwise it's like indistinguishable from Van Halen. Like other than,
Really,
other
you
than,
think
other
this
than
doesn't
quality,
sound more like Van Halen than 5150?
sounds the same to me.
All
Like
right,
they're both. Like even that guitar, it's like
I just remember when 5150 came out, I thought it was okay, but after I listened to it a few times, I was just like,
Huff.
this is weird. It's
Do
not
it!
the same.
Pure pressure at the podcast. I haven't read the ingredients in a while. Camphor, eucalyptus, menthol, analgesic. I've also never read the directions. See important warnings under...
Do not inhale.
You're
Adults
supposed to
and
rub it
children.
directly on your eyes.
Rub a thick layer on the throat and chest for cough, or rub on sore aching muscles or joints. Cover with warm, dry cloth if desired. Ooh.
I've
Does
done
that mean
that.
put a blanket over my head for maximum huffing?
Yeah.
They would encourage that.
Next song. Here's...
When I had a really bad cold, I just shoved it straight up my nose before. I was just like, I would like to breathe, please. And I don't care what the cost is.
Here's Tobacco Road.
Oh, yeah. You
La
gotta
calle
Mama
del
died and my daddy
tobacco.
died. This is a great song from the 60s. He loves covers. In the middle of Tobacco Road.
Okay, this sounds different production-wise. Whatever that stringy synthesizer is out in this periphery.
It's funny, I remember listening to this album when I was a kid and thinking this was the song they thought was going to be playing on the radio first. And I don't think they ever released this as a single. Oh yeah, Van Halen always did really well with covers.
Yeah.
Pretty Woman. A lot of people on the internet or like on Facebook and stuff, they'll say that they prefer the Van Halen version of Oh Pretty Woman to Roy Orbison's, which I'm just like, no, wait a minute. Those are two completely different things.
Right.
No, I'm just saying, I'm not subscribing to that while I like it.
For starters,
because I was a Van Halen fan. I'm not saying Roy Orbison isn't one of the greatest vocalists of, like, ever and ever.
And for starters, Roy Orbison was blind.
Well,
We haven't had a filler bell yet.
Roy Orbison could see just fine if he took two headlights and used them as glasses.
Okay.
I'm gonna read out my hit list.
First, see my ability.
I admire him more.
Brett.
See, I don't know how you can't love David Lee Roth. Especially if you're just sitting in the Midwest somewhere as a kid and you just go, he doesn't know how to sing, he doesn't know how to dance, he can't play any instruments very well, and he's rich as for it.
I love Skyscraper. That's the album I like. Probably.
Skyscraper?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Apparently,
What's the song? Damn, or What a
damn,
Day.
I wish I was your lover. It's my favorite Roy Orbison song.
He doesn't like it when you like something. He doesn't.
Apparently, how you say elephant in Spanish is Casa Mayor.
No, it's Elefante.
Well, this song is Arma de Casa Mayor. That's Spanish for elephant
Big
gun
house.
for some reason.
Yeah,
No, that
Literally
means big
Enough
house.
and
The song's called
Skyscraper were
Elephant
both
Gun.
really good albums.
I'm looking.
He's talking
They had
about
some
his
good
big
stuff.
Damn
hole.
good. Damn good.
Yeah.
Damn good's good.
My junk is named Casa Mayor.
Damn.
I'll tell you, one I really like is a song off I don't know which one it's off of, but it's
I like this one.
Hammerhead Shark. The lyrics are dumb as hell, but they're fun. It's just a fun song. Brett, you'd hate it.
The song makes me want to do
Literally
cocaine.
everything about it is just about how it sounds, like the lyrics and everything.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do, like, if you try to make sense out of it, you're going to be really disappointed.
I mean, this really is just kind of Hot for Teacher Part 2.
I just kind of like...
Got my elephant gun, give me something to ride
See, I kind of
on.
like how he's just kind of scatting all the time.
I don't remember. Roth was arrested in New York City's Washington Square Park for buying what he described as $10 worth of Jamaican bunk reefer from an undercover police officer.
He's like, hey man, I've got the best bunk reefer on the islands. He's like, we're in New York. Smoke it.
This is April 1993.
Oh, yeah. That was
Okay,
at
this song is
that was at the
kick-ass.
end of his
and it's only 2 minutes and 26
being
seconds.
interesting.
This is a song I'd actually listen to again. This is awesome. A+ material right here. Good job.
Elephant gun.
That destroys anything from the meaty Van Hagar catalog. They're basically like the meat sweats of rock music. Ooh, yeah.
Really likes listening to.
We should have a.
He likes to have a little point of contact.
We should have a Sammy Hagar marathon. See who.
I would rather run another marathon.
See who breaks first. But we'd have to have like a real prize, like a real cash prize. So that
Let's see how long Chris can listen to Sammy Hagar as a solo artist
Oh, God.
before she just stabs her eyeballs and ears out.
Give me Carol
We need a
King.
panel of unbiased judges.
Yeah.
This song is Big Trouble en busca de pleito.
Very
We're
nice.
back to boring. That's kind of cool. Does he have any embarrassing
JetBlue
lyrics?
and Mighty Mouse? What?
I haven't really noticed. Like, one thing we've noticed, Sammy Hagar is one of the worst lyricists
I just
of
was
all
saying,
time.
you weren't even listening. Talking all about all of his lyrics are embarrassing. He does not care what they're saying. It's more about how it sounds.
It's probably be good to smoke weed.
But he owns the
You'd
camp,
always
though.
catch something like, what was that? What, are you just here?
It's the difference of self-awareness. Like, Sammy Hagar thinks what he's saying is cool, or he's trying. Like, David Lee Roth knows
We
how
were
to do
just talking
cheesy.
the other
well.
day. Chris and I were just talking the other day about how when you listen to something and you think they said one thing and you think that was clever as hell.
Yeah.
And then you go back and find out what the real lyric is, and you're like, that's not very profound at all.
I think mine was better.
We should all start keeping lists of that when that happens.
I really wish Bruce Springsteen wrote the lyric, revved up like a douche.
Oh man, it was like somebody shattered my world.
I still don't know what that says.
Ragged up
Diesel.
like a douche. Little
Revved
early
up like
birdie
a
gave
diesel.
my anus curly whirly and asked
He
me
needs
if I
to learn
needed
how
a
to
ride.
pronounce that.
And he says something about
The guy that covered it got it wrong.
And he says something about a boner on my shoulder. Little early birdie gave my anus curly whirly. Ragged up like a douche. He says something about a
I don't need anybody digging in my anus.
He says something about a buckshot douche. I don't know what the
Yeah, that doesn't sound good either.
Oh yeah, but it was gonna say, like, my world almost collapsed in on itself when I realized they're saying like sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. That's fucking terrible.
Rises like Olympus? That's what they're saying?
You don't mix your imagery. There's like a Greek.
What the hell's Olympus got to do with anything?
Well, it is pop
That's
music.
just
You can do
wrong.
whatever the fuck you want.
Greek imagery in a song about
I
Africa.
like the nonsense sound, I thought, better than that.
I always thought it was... everyone thought it was leprous. Even though leprous
Here's
is
Chris singing 80s song.
Yeah.
And that was probably a better lyric.
Drunklyrics.com.
I mean, not most of the time, but...
I'm your
filler
man.
bell time. For sure. I need
Definitely. This is total filler bell.
Nope.
Sorry, I haven't drank enough of it yet.
There you go. Filler bell.
And I almost thought we were going to
Just
get
walk
through
around
this
my house
album
hitting
without
things
one.
with a hammer until you fix
What
it.
is this?
When an album goes into a total lull, it's like...
It was 12 seconds from done, though.
Yeah, still gets the filler bell.
Yeah, he was right, though.
Yeah.
Next.
I always
You
think
pull this
Ladies'
up and
Knife
make it
and
seem more
Buffalo
exciting.
and...
Well, see, I feel like the Ladies' Night
just
Buffalo
like
was
check
more
for
of a, like,
extreme clipping.
you know, the amp it up, amp it up,
then-
amp it up, take it down a notch.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't filler, it was just a little bit less
Oh,
energetic.
good. This is almost over. Just
Yeah,
bump and grind.
It's a David Lee Roth album. It's only 20 minutes long.
I think we should
Quantum.
do
That's
the
why it was
Beatles,
all-
let it be after this to
They,
cleanse our palate or something. I don't know.
that's why Ben always picked this album during that road trip.
Oh,
And
you
I
have
was like,
no
fine.
idea. We've done much worse things than this.
Why don't you pair like a bad album with a good album or something? Like,
Because the good albums never work out. It's only entertaining if we bitch about it. If we try to sound informative, it's just a train wreck.
oh no, I mean, it's got to be enjoyable to at least listen to the music.
Well, we don't have to record it. We just sit here and listen to it.
Well, I don't. You don't have to record anything if you don't want to. I'm just saying.
Ugh, I love all your neck fat.
He's half pit bull. They always have a nice loose coat. I don't know why. This one doesn't care about how cold it is outside, though. It's very strange.
How long have we been recording?
Have you seen?
Oh my god, we're only 36 minutes. We can do another short album. We can
I
do Van
told
Halen
him.
2.
No, do not. No. God.
Let's do the
You don't get
Police.
a
He needs
say.
something a little more...
I can't. I can't listen.
Look up how long...
I
I'm on
understand.
my phone. With
And it's fine.
Look up how long Ghost in the Machine is. I think it's only like
Okay, but first I need
35
to
minutes
decide
long.
whether I want Apple
Wait,
to
I have a-
record me.
What's
and
my problem? I have a
Keep it
computer right
to
in front of me.
improve Siri.
Like,
Do
can
I
you look
really
up
want that to
something even though I'm
happen?
sitting at a computer?
Well, you do get
More
used to
filler
that.
bell. Ding, ding, ding.
You
All
do
right.
get used to that phone that's right in your hand, and you just go,
Yeah.
everything I need to know is right here. And you're sitting in front of the computer. Where's my phone? I need to look something up. I'm not the only one that knows that,
I'm
right?
not agreeing with this. Fuck
I'm
that.
looking for my phone. Siri will tell me.
Ghost in the Machine is 40 minutes.
Hey
Might
Siri,
be a
where's
bit
my
long.
phone?
All right, more filler bell. Ding, ding, ding. Ding,
I
ding.
found Crystal's iPhone nearby. Should I try to make it play a sound? Okay, you can check.
See? Siri listens to me, but she gets it wrong.
Wow, this is a really
But
fast album.
we
Thank you,
have,
Jesus.
Well, they just asked me
The
if I wanted
Amazon
to...
Alexa, be careful, don't say it too loud. She'll get you.
Or you have to say Lady A or Madam A or something.
But you ask her anything, she doesn't know. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah, and then you read reviews and they say, well, the Echo's just as good as the Google speaker. I'm like, no, it's not anything close. Like,
I like Alexa because I can just talk about a list and she makes it for me. Oh. That's a thing. No. And then that's about it. She can tell me what it's like outside. She can keep a timer for me. Yep, I'll be using that for the next month. She can convert measurements. If you tell her to play a song, she can play a song for you. Yeah. If you try to get her to play a genre, ours always starts playing Christmas music no matter what. You gotta use my Google speakers to play music or like...
You guys are missing his Frank Sinatra cover here.
Oh, it was a commercial. Oh, yes.
Alexa's a little bit better for smart home stuff. Like,
it's just like the wording. It's just sometimes with Google you have to be more precise with the wording of smart home. Right. I've been lazy. We have things that we can attach to Alexa that works better than everything else, just because everything is already tuned into it. Yeah. So all you gotta do is turn it on, and it goes, "Oh, did you want to control this?" And it's like, that's nice. You say like, "Alexa, discover my devices." Right. Yeah.
And it's nice.
I give it 6 points.
And the other ones, I
give it 6.3.
I think Google's caught up with them pretty much, right?
2.111.
Depending on which one you have, I think.
4 box.
I started with like a smart home hub. Like I have smart things. I have Philips Hue hub and all that. And then Google and Alexa came out, and like so I have them as well. Now they're like taking over.
This isn't talking over
Chris
Amazon
got me
products.
Sonos with Alexa built in. For Christmas, and I loved it.
All right,
we're nerding out on tech.
And then I hated it because I realized it doesn't do anything.
Give it a 6.2.
She'll tell you when you have
a delivery at the door. Yeah, but if it's around Christmas time, she won't tell you what it is because she doesn't want to ruin the surprise. Oh, even if you bought it for yourself. Is that what she was telling me all the time? She pissed me off last year. She kept saying, "I don't want to ruin the surprise" or something. I'm like,
I ordered all this
rating.
myself.
I'm thinking. I like this album.
It was short. It gets an A+.
It makes it reminds me of the road trip of the summer of '86. So it gets an 8 out of 10 Skibidi Bops.
Man, I love short albums.
No, we have to rate it.
I would totally give this an 80%.
The arbitrary end rating, it doesn't matter.
I still like an 80%.
Yeah, you can make up your own scale.
1 out
Go
of
for it.
10.
Man, that was short.
1 out of 10?
No, I'm saying it's a scale of 1 to 10, right?
No, it could be
you can be whatever
1 to
you want it to
2
be.
or 1 to 5.
1 to 100.
80 to 60.
On a scale of 1 to 22.
Too late.
I'll give it a 1.
All right.
Still.
Just a 1.
I give it a chocolate starfish.
Sorry, David.
Fred Durst would be happy.
That's right.
He loves his anuses. All right. Bye.
I found crystal xylophone nearby. Should I try to make it play sound? Okay.